the training content. All right. So may I know your experience, like domain experience or industry or so at your positions and all, so that we can discuss on transition.
Yeah, actually, we are master students and we have
Mhm.
completed our masters in USA.
All right.
So right now we have started marketing with this
Your profile.
workday.
Okay. Okay.
So like we are going with like 8 years of experience.
Hmm. Earlier, so before masters, any industry experience you have,
No, no, we don't have any experience.
either in our local India?
No.
Not at all. So, all right. And anything else?
Yeah, actually, my resume is like based on
Mm-hmm.
it majorly concentrates on payroll module.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So that's completely all right. So when you are
Hmm.
marketing profile, right? So usually we go according to the market demands because the opportunities that they will be going to be called upon. And
Hmm.
as you are saying, so you don't have any like a window earlier, so that you have been into experience or anything.
Hmm.
Uh, so I do have a certain experience. So into the trainings and providing support. So let's say if you like would like to go to the HCM techno functional and uh,
Okay.
so when we say having an 8+ years of experience into the
Yeah.
payroll or any advanced module like that, so obviously
Yeah.
there would be a challenge, and there are
Yeah.
specific scenarios where our participants earlier uh, who have went through certain experience without any
Hmm.
understanding the real time, without hands-on experience, they have faced the challenges even on the contractual positions. So usually
Yeah.
our participants are from the USA only.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
so what exactly the pattern we will be going to follow are, like we'll
Hmm.
go by workday techno functional. So when
Okay.
you say techno functional,
Hmm.
so we will be understanding from the very scratch fundamentals detail, like how we do in workday navigation, how the tool and how the application will be going to use it to provide services to the client. And then
Okay.
uh, we will be going to dive in HCM concepts. See, like workday is just a tool, but
Hmm.
like workday there are other tools as well, ERP based tools, SAP, PeopleSoft, success factors. So how
Hmm.
the workday is expanding and why it is all, it's based on the concept. And
Okay.
just you have to focus your client, someone on the other side, they might know of
Hmm.
workday or they might know about the tool, but they are aware of the process. The business process are completely related to the concept HCM itself, right? They might be using SAP earlier. Now they are
Hmm.
moving to workday. That means they know the HCM, but they might not aware of workday tool. So here
Okay.
in this instance, we will be going to focus on how you need to groom yourself on HCM as you don't have any prior experience, as well as understanding the real time in workday situations. So we will do everything in like cross functional. That means one side I will be going to train you with the hands on experience. And let's say we have completed a 40% or 50%. So you can market your profile meanwhile. So if you get any schedules, if you get any technical discussions, you can attend them with a certain support. Like you can share your resume so to HKR team. So I will be going to check. So like, and once you get a scheduled call, uh,
Hmm.
let us know so that you have these roles and responsibilities expected. They might be asking these kind of questions and all. I'll be going to say you like how you will be going to attend the real time discussions and everything. Okay,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
you will be in a
Uh,
place. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, Ashant.
yeah, hi. I just want to take a moment. My resume mainly focuses on the integrating and the security in the workday.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. Like the HCM was the basic for to learn anything, whether you are going to the finance or the payroll or the integrating or security. That's what you're
Yeah, yeah,
mentioning, right?
yeah. Let me share my screen. I'll show you what exactly we will be going to do.
Mhm.
See, the concept wise on the HCM, so it is the branch of many things, and HCM itself is an ocean. So, and among HCM, so what you have mentioned like payroll, security, business processes. So these all things in your resume. So those are just key terminologies. But behind the terminologies, there is a process. There is a architecture, or let's say there is a configuration. So Workday is a type of application. It is not something like a programming based. It is an application as a software. So whereas in this tool, by using this tool, we will be going to have all the XYZ ABC concepts. So I'll be going to share certain resources for you guys, like certain, let's say, I'll be going to give you derived from Workday itself. Workday usually during their certification courses, they will be going to provide these documents directly, and these are not available at anywhere. And these are the documents will be going to give you a straight theory. So what are the things and what are the business cases, activities, and everything. I do have like when you say business process. So when you say business process, 90% of the workday activities based on this. And the thing that security is completely relied on through the business process. These are both interlinked. Something like reporting. So when you say integrations, so usually when within the integrations, there will be a data to migrate. So the data we will be going to understand how we will be going to create. Not everything will be a defined one. Sometimes we have to create customizations as well, right? Like customizations means according to client requirement. So that's what uh, people will be expecting. So among the teams. So you have ERP. So within the ERP, in general, not in Workday HCM, overall in the global markets. So these are the certain functions. If you take guys example, any ABC industry, okay, like Walmart, Accenture, or anything with a huge headcount. So they do have huge headcount in the sense like 1 lakh active employees. So among the 1 lakh active employees, if they need to do a certain business functions, that means in the department of HR, in the department of finance, sales, marketing, IT. So there will be a certain functions, right? Like they will be going to do internal transactions, internal flow, or events they will be going to occur. For example, in the recruitment, we need to create certain services so that client will be using as a friendly application, so that they will be having a certain flexibility to engage with their services. So among all the tools, Workday is the one so which provide all the integrated services in single platform. It is a unified tool. It is 100% cloud system. As per this, in the markets, in the particularly in the US, Canada, UK, and in parts of Europe and Australia, even China, Japan, they are adopting Workday. China is a country, they use only their proprietary tools. But however, Workday has entered into the China market only because of its architecture. So to establish Workday, guys, nothing else. You need to get into the browser like this. So simply a URL. So you will be going to land on the username. So yeah, Saturdays are the downtime, so there won't be any case. We can have the Workday instance. So this is a URL you keep, and you will be going to land on the home page. Something like that, we will be going to provide similar access to you through the remote desktop connection. Okay, we will give username and the password for this remote desktop. uh, we say RDP, and then this will be going to take you to the other window. So once you land on the page of the third party computer, we'll be going to see the instance. So today it will be downtime because Saturdays it won't work. So that's what I asked Anusha to have a demo schedule. But however, you guys are already aware of certain things, right? So then we can discuss. And coming to the point, this workday is particularly very flexible to provide these kind of services. And for all the headcount employees, if we take an example in the real time itself, if I go Walmart careers, like this is a external career site. So for every industry, so they do career site. So here in the Walmart, so particularly if I say from careers side, so you will be landing onto the page something like this, where you will find based on your job, your positions, and the location type. Once you click, it will be going to take to the page where you will be going to apply into Workday profile. So something this is recruitment specific. And like this, they will be going to provide payroll, particularly on only in 5 countries, Workday payroll is available. Only 5 countries Workday payroll. That is US, Canada, France, Mexico, and Australia. Not in Australia, in England. Apart from this, Workday payroll is not available. So they have to outsource. If they are outsourcing, they are integrating Workday to third party like ADP and CloudPay, something like that. So my course content will be focused on functional first, where we will be diving in, understanding every details of what Workday has defined, core concepts. In the core concepts, you will be going to see how we group certain employees, members, and how we define staffing criteria. And then we see the compensation, the finance components, and we see particularly the more number of hours we will be going to spend on workday security, workday business process. So let's say we are doing all these things. So during the cases, during the sessions itself, I'll be going to give you some certain activities like this. We do activities, you will get some hands on. And let's say if you are going through, so you may be like having certain questions to ask, or you need to engage with me, like which things are went behind. So then we will be going to have a QA sessions, something like that. So what I'll do is, you are seeing my screen, right? Okay. We have ABC industry with certain headcount. So consider this is up to 30,000 for an instance. So this 30K, we will be going to be providing functional services first to recruitment, like what kind of primary recruiter and the manager will be going to have the recruitment job posting services. In the area of payroll, how we create pay groups, pay assignment rules, payroll categories, payroll services, payroll interfaces. All this thing we will be going to discuss. And then let's say absence. So what kind of plans we will need to be configured? There are time off, there are leave of absences. Accordingly, we will be going to have them. And then integrations. Workday integrations is all about having data migrated to its source system to third party. Here we will be going to have EIBs, connectors. Again, connectors are divided into two cases. One we say cloud connector and the other is core connector. So whereas cloud connector are used for third party systems, tailor made, specific for them, and core connectors are completely customizable. They can be inbound and outbound. And where in case we have advanced level concept called studio. In the workday studio, we will be going to customize an integration design. and then we will be pull that data to workday application, and then we process the integration schedules. We have the concept of reporting, which is much important on the integration side. Mm. So we will be going to do these kind of activities, and then moreover, so as you are preparing for the interviews actively, we also do have community access, which will you will be going to get once you are a workday consultant only. I'll be sharing my screen. I'm just keeping my credentials. Yeah. So here over here, you will be brainstorming. Here you will be going to ask questions. You will be going to see the events, everything on the real time. So whatever you do as a consultant, we'll be going to discuss on the scales. If you would like to see particularly integration in workday, so it will be going to give you the completely an integrations references, how you do, what is the framework, what is the steps, what are the services that you do, and what else on the security considerations. Are you able to follow?
Yes, I have a doubt. You mentioned the Workday is application oriented, right? So
Hmm.
when I'm going through my notes or something, I realized there was a term called testing and deployment in the Workday. Uh, you said it's an application oriented. So
Yeah,
how it
let me come
correlate?
through that point. So we are on the business cycle. So when we say business, so there is a client. This guy ABC would like to implement HCM and the finance into their systems from their legacy system to here. So Workday has many versions over here. So when we say it is an application, yeah, it is an integrated application where it combined certain functional components. Something like, so when this guy comes to us, like we are the service provider. So initially they will be going to provide requirements, right? So at this requirements, you will be going to do analysis first, and then you will move based upon your analysis. You will do certain developments on that. Something you will be going to implement. So which is a developing a prototype. When you create a prototype, you show it to the client. So with what? With the testing criteria. So we will be going to do some testing on it. So and upon the testing, if the client approves, if the approvals are in place, then you move the final changes to production. So this is the generic life cycle in the software development, software developer life cycle. So among all these phases, so considering any particular criteria, so let's say a payroll component is there. In US payroll, so there are two types of plans in general. That is hourly pay or salary pay. Now we are implementing salary pay only for regular employees and hourly pay for contingent workers. That means contract based workers. Now if you create such task, if you create such programming configuration, so client gives you certain requirement. So at this stage, Workday has provided a tenant called preview tenant. A tenant is a terminology where we will be going to play hands on and where we will be going to have uh, configurations. We will be going to do actively task. So we call it as tenant. Okay. The instance is pronounced as tenant. And in preview tenant, you will be going to have analysis, backup, and everything. And there is a different version called implementation tenant or called IMPL tenant. In the IMPL tenant, you will be developing, you will be going to, these are help to migrate the data from IMPL to production. And for the testing case, whatever you implement, that you will do in the version of sandbox. So sandbox is particular area where we will be going to have all the testing cases. For example, if you create a payroll assignment rule or any component, or example like we have seen this position particularly should need to be tested prior for a certain XYZ reasons before it's going to get implemented to the live area. So before it went go live, so we have to test it. So in implementation, not everything you will be going to test it because of like this is a area it's only for the development, and for testing they have given a different version. So over here you will be doing random test, dummy test, and so to attain certain results. So you'll be going to document them and then you will be going to discuss with your client. So this is what you have seen, right? So Workday will be going to provide different types of tenants. So tenant is a term where we are landing on the page. So how exactly we will be going to do all these things are, you got it right, Ashwant?
Yeah.
So as this is an application, why it is called an application means it is a SaaS based tool, software as a service. There is a software created and this software is on the server. We will be going to use it to create tasks, create configurations, create certain enhancements. So we will use this tool as a medium to provide HCM services. So that's what we have to understand. Okay. So guys, parallelly you can plan it. Like if you are actively would like to market your resume and everything. So here, uh, what you can do is at the meanwhile of the course, the content is going on. So if you have a schedules, let me know. So if you have any challenges over there, we will discuss and then you can attempt your interviews.
So
And during the attempt,
what's the course duration?
30 hours. So almost 30 hours. But as Anusha told, if you are only both in the sessions, or else if you would like to join, so there is a guy usually at 11:30 a.m. IST. We will be going to have so just a couple of sessions have been done with him. If you can integrate like in the batch of three, so parallelly we will be going on. Uh, so we can do by 25 hours. And guys, even once you complete
Uh,
everything,
okay. I have a doubt. The 25 hours will be for the whole course curriculum.
yeah, let me break it down. So how we will be
Mhm.
going to plan it. So I told you core concepts first. I'll be sharing my screen again. So core concepts, we mention it as the primary fundamentals. So in the core concepts, we will be going to have almost 10 to 12 hours. So whatever we have discussed, all theoretical concepts or the real-time scenarios, the questions, the business cases, I'll be going to bring from my end. I am from an implementation partner company. So I do hold certain certifications. So with all those things, I'll be going to give you some business theory. And then following by that, we'll do practicals. So one day we will be going to focus on theory and practicals. Okay. And the other thing, the assignments, which will be going to provide it for you. So where within the instance, you will be going to do a particular activities. So whatever we discussed, whatever you do, you put in on the real time cases. And then the document, the references, the resources will be going to have, right? Like you will be going to go through it parallelly. So and then we'll do QA sessions. QA in the sense, like if you are doing completely 2 hours, 3 hours. So after that, we will be going to have QA in between. So core concepts done. The next, we will be going to focus on advanced level functional components like payroll. What in the payroll we will have? So what else we will be going to do? So complete overview where I will be going to push certain cases, assignments only. My kind of like training would be as a live project. So consider you are doing a mini project. So I'll be bringing some fictitious, an imaginary industry, something I usually follow. Like here for the earlier batch, I did for KJP. So KJP is my industry name, and something we'll be going to have like this, or anything that we'll be going to have, anything that has an industry examples. I'll be going to give you a certain project detail. So by applying that project, you will be understanding payroll, absence, and recruitment. Why only this? Why not other modules? Like we have learning, we have benefits, we have um, other kind of services, because these are always in learning demands and most focused areas. Usually a 4 to 5 years of experience, and so later than that experience guys hold. There will be business cases even when you get into the integration. So usually from the HCM perspective, when the candidate get hired, and from the hiring to termination, so what are the events that they will be going to occur? So we will be going to see mostly in these cases, like recruitment, compensation. So these all modules are key components. Where here we will be going to focus on almost 8 hours, and all this together cross-functionally. Okay, so we will be going to have these cases, and everything includes business process and security. These are including business process security. So those are the diving fundamentals of this. Those are the programs behind where we'll be going to run all these things. And then we will do reporting. We will step into the technical part. So this is completely a technical. So whereas in reporting, we will be going to create custom reports. We will be going to use RAS reports. RAS reports means report as a service. Like only the report, advanced one, we will be going to integrate it to third party system. And then such business cases by using them. So we will be going to have reporting, custom reports. We have a concept called cal fields. So when we say calculated fields, custom specific fields, which will be used in integrations, business process, and reporting. So then we move to here we have custom reports means advanced and matrix reports. In your profile as well, they might be mentioned this. You can go through them. And whatever on the integration side, I have told you, right? Like EIB connector studio. So studio is just a overview examples. It depends because this is a too much advanced. We might need another instance to follow that activities, excluding studio in advance. But in studio with the basic, I'll be going to cover everything with 25 hours. Okay, and batch is
So
limited one,
the
so I won't be taking like more than 3 this time. So with the time constraint and then this, we'll be going to have discussions likewise.
so the
Yeah.
EAB and everything that you mentioned is it belongs to integration.
Obviously, yes, EIB is a template. Like for the mass transactions, we will be going to use EIB only. So I'll make it
So it
clear.
covers
I
the orchestrate as well, right?
orchestrations through business process we will be going to do. Integration orchestration, it covers like how we will be going to have a separate window for that. So that we will be going to see in the orchestrations. And it
Okay,
is a hmm,
uh, and also about the integrations, the technical part as well, right? Uh, when coming to
that covers
the
in connectors. We have integrations. So let me show you EIB template. So we will have two kinds of integrations. One you can say simple integration and a complex integration. When we say simple, so those are EIBs, single file transformation system. Whereas here you will be going to use a template, spreadsheet template. These are template model. So for example, you would like to create position in the mass level. So in the tenant, if you go for this task, create position, you will create only one specific position for one organization. So what if you have a headcount like 1 lakh employees, recurring activities have to done on the globally. There are many departments all the time. They will be going to have hire and terminations. Right, manually everything a HR might not be able to do. So they want mass transactions. So in this instance, we will be going to have EIBs automated. So this is a part of automation, workday automation, where we will mention the specific template, and this template will be going to drive all the data for different supervisory organizations on their position criteria. So you can have these all cases, and you won't be doing all these activities at once. So you will be going to skip the remaining process. Only will be going to focus on how you will be going to process position. So a single transformation system. So this is how an integration EIBs are. But whereas the connectors, at a time we will be going to see multi transformations, multiple output files, and the output file will be in the format of XML. XML is the extensible markup language. It is a readable language for Workday. Workday understands it's only one language. As it's the output is in the XML, if a client is expecting to have in the different format, different version, then we'll go by XSLT, XSLT transformations. Okay. So for that, you will be going to install Oxygen XML editor. So this will be going to help you to apply transformations. Okay. So you have the XML files, we'll be going to convert into XSLTs. Okay. So this will be purely an integration, and connectors are multi transformations. Hmm? Is it clear?
Yeah, I'm just making sure. And
No
yeah, you
problem.
mentioned about
Anything?
yeah, you mentioned about the reporting and security as well, right?
Yes, that are the most
Yeah,
key
that's
features that we have to understand. Reporting, like it is a bridge from the functional to
and what about the
integration.
production support? Like something kind of like a procurement thing.
Production support means, like, see, we have two projects only. One you will be going to understand in this course content. As I told you, guys, like we'll be going to bring up one industry as an example, and we'll do implementations and everything. So while doing this, usually you will be tagged to not only in Workday, in entire software IT industry, you will have two types of projects only. One you will say development project in simple terms, like it is SI, system integrations, where you will be going to implement, you create, you develop, you will be going to maintain everything over here. Once the data is go live, so then the instance will be on the user side. At this time, if that client is expecting to have production support that you mentioned, it is called AMS. AMS is application management services. Simply we say it as support project or product support. So prod support, you will be going to have everything in tickets, everything you will be going to do in sprints. Like here you need to understand Snow and Jira. Either you will be going to use these tracking tools and you will be following agile methodology, So where there will be a scrum master assigning tickets and everything you will be going to do within the SLA. Okay, so these kind of the basic general things we will be going to have. And whereas here, like coming to this, how we relate. So you got the requirement. So first, let's say organization is the first component that we create, right? So in the organization, in the very HCM fundamentals, first we see the case how these are implemented, how we see as in the development. And after development, I'll tell you certain scenarios that how a support guy will be going to have the tickets, how a production support team member will be doing, how they will be going to track them, how you will be going to maintain a discussion in the real time. So to be summarized, we are doing all the integrated uh, project management. So by using workday technology. Okay, clear? Any more questions you have?
Yeah, clear. So this 25-day program makes me confident
Ah,
in
like
an intermediate level at least.
25 hours when we say Monday to Friday will connect, right? And Saturday the instance will be down. And then, but however, you will be going through a certain theory. You will be catching up with the face of like your recruiters and everything. Sunday you will be going to get practicing. And then like Monday to Friday regularly we'll be going to have. So let's say if we start by let's say I'm planning to have you guys from almost second and third we will be going to connect 11 a.m. IST, and from fourth or fifth or let's say from the other week you have to join from 11:30 a.m. IST. So accordingly, so if you go ahead as you are targeting, so by the March end, so most probably with all the cases, so consider when you are trying for a new transition, so it's always good to have 3 months of time. So better practices. First month completely trainings, understanding real time, understanding business cases, terminologies, everything you should have. And then engaging with technical discussions the second month, like so not everything will be on the first attempt. So you have to um, build up your skills like something. So you have to engage into the real time communication. So you will have multiple discussions for one interview. One, it will be from your recruiter. Just it would be a 5 to 10 minutes. And then level one. So in the level one, they might be going technical or not. So there would be a manager or a VP of the project. And then the actual technical discussion. Sometimes on the level two itself, the opportunity will be going to be given for you or it would be closed. Okay. So by third month, you should be able to have it, everything in place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
got it.
we have started marketing, and for me, on this Monday and Wednesday, I have a recruiter call. So
Mhm.
I'm looking like for as soon as possible to learn. So is
Yeah,
there
yeah,
any way
sure.
like
Uh, Once you get enrolled, we will be going to provide you the documents. Okay, like
okay?
team will be going to, so you can prepare for this time. So as of Monday means on the second effective.
Yeah.
Okay, in this short time, so what is it is based on? Like, is it advanced level or what the role says?
Uh, Coming to the role, let me.
My marketing haven't started, but I just want to know what were the questions in the workday when I'm in the interview. I just want to
Surely
know
they
your
will start from the concept wise. So first you will be going to say your overall experience and the relevant experience, and they start. If you are a HCM consultant, based on your intro, whatever you say, the questions will be started. And as this is a functional application, so functional method you will be going to have. So what is a HCM? What kind of task you have done? What are the challenges you have during the enhancements? How many tickets you will be solving regularly? and so how you manage the team, and so there will be generic and there will be technical. In terms of security, what kind of security groups you have created, if they deep dive in what is the differences between a role based and a user based, and why you have created role based instead of another specific security group. So something they will be going to ask. So Ashwant, as you haven't started marketing, so better you share your updated profile just with your details, if you have previous experiences and everything. So just share to the team. I'll be going to review. So within the next connect, I'll keep some bullet points. And if they are keeping project name,
So,
that's it. I'll be going to
so
groom it up.
the question and answer will be like whatever I say from my experience, they just ask
Obviously,
in like
yes.
a,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So it will be like more interactive way of in the workday,
Obviously,
not
yes.
like
Technically means you won't be sharing your screen, or you won't be writing any logic over there
mhm.
unless an interviewer get doubts. So it would be um, a discussion based only. So you have to explain the scenarios. You have to explain what you have configured in the system. For example, as you are talking about security, security is something in Workday. So it is an object model. So it is a cloud application, right? Like you won't be providing access to individual users every time. Like there are many employees. Instead of using that, they will be expecting you to create groups. So one set of group like HR partner, HR recruiter. So that means all the HR recruiters will have similar level of access. To maintain them, to create certain access, what is a method that you will be going to follow? So that you need to explain how you will navigate and how you will be going to provide domain access. So what are the domains that you will be going to see? And moreover, if they would like to see the data, or they like to modify the data, so providing view or modify permissions. Okay, so these kind of scenarios you will be going to see. However, the technical discussion is 60 minutes or 40 minutes. You will be discussing more effectively. You need to engage them within your like technical
So it's more
understanding
like
only.
interactive communication than any other.
Yes, there
Oh,
are
okay,
no chances that you will be sharing your screen, or they will be sharing and asking you to provide anything.
okay, okay. I understand.
So coming to my recruiter call, the thing, the job responsibilities are like system administration and optimization,
Hmm.
uh, data management and reporting,
Hmm.
process improvement, stakeholder collaboration, compliance and risk management.
Yeah,
These are
that's
the
all
responsibilities.
we will be going to do in the AMS projects, support project. So when they say reporting and optimization, in the reporting itself, the term is optimization management. So they would like to create a certain custom specific reports, more and over in the all areas like module specific reporting. Okay, stakeholder management, when they say, it's a client approach. So client might they might went live, they might be using Workday already, so they
Okay.
might have moved their system to Workday. Now they want application support. So that's what
Yeah.
we do, like enhancements, configurations. They might be asking like how many tickets usually you will solve. So based upon the client requirement, you will be going to solve the request.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, my question is that for implementation project, generally, how many people will be there? Like how much resource do they have? And for the support, how many people in a certain company?
Moreover, both will be same, Akhil, like 14 to 15 in a team. If that even that is a huge head count, so there will be members like one would be managing security, the other two will be on the reporting, other two will be on the HCM maintenance. Sometimes they say
Mm.
maintenance for HCM, and sometimes they say HCM, and someone will be for time tracking. So altogether 10 to 14 is the maximum. Like if that is only. And if they are implementing more than 50 countries, then the team might be expanding.
So generally, how long would be a project like? Uh,
1 year. 1 year to,
okay.
like, depends on headcount. Okay,
Okay.
like
If it
depends
is
on headcount.
implementation, it takes 1 year, and for
Yeah,
support, it goes on like.
it goes on. It goes by period. It goes by agreements and everything. How many months they would like to have support? Is it 20 months or is it 18 months? Something like that. And the financial cycles they will follow. Okay, the financial years will have, right? Uh, April or September cycles, like
Mhm.
August. So usually those cycles, the agreements will take place. The why? Because companies do follow company calendars itself. Now they say this is a recruitment time. So January and February, March, April, the highly chances for many positions. Whereas in September, August, they will hold the positions.
Okay.
So that's why we will see the count here and there, low over there, and now we will be going to have high. So sometimes in the December, it is a holiday period. So
Okay.
something like that. So they will follow the company calendars.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like if it is just 14 members, it's like a huge responsibility for us to be in this, right?
Um, Something like that. But when you say according to your roles and responsibility, just say you are a HCM consultant and you have a team of, you are in the part of team of four sub
Yeah.
module, and you have a lead, and you are a senior consultant, and you have certain responsibilities like management as well. And moreover,
Mhm.
you have been following for tickets in the sense the
Mhm.
client requirements. You got,
Okay.
you are engaged with creating or configuring business process security. And sometimes when you say organizations, usually you follow custom organizations. Don't say supervisory, because supervisory organizations we won't create always. So that's where
Mhm.
everyone will get caught up. Okay, so something like that. And in the recruitment, you can say something, you will follow eibs more,
Mhm.
so that you can go forward for the discussion. Just attend it, Akil. So yes or no, but
Yeah.
just attend it, you will get to know. And
Mm.
like, try to hold at least for 15 minutes with your intro and everything, so then you can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, so is it possible, like, if we, like you say, every day, like 1 hour, or how much time to spend on this course?
1 hour.
Okay.
1 hour,
So if
like we will discuss.
if it is like 1 hour, it takes like 30 days. If I can do like 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, can it
Even
be
I'm
early?
occupied, right, Akil? Like I'm a working team lead,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
I
I
have
understand. But
projects.
do you have like any resources like recorded videos or such kind of things so that we can get a beforehand
There are
if we
recording
want?
resources, but I think team won't be accepting that. You need to talk with HKR only. Okay, my sessions
Yeah.
are happened.
No, uh,
I do have corporate trainings, like sometimes, recently I have given for HCL
Okay.
India. So over
Mhm.
there, like completely 120 hours we had for certain 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Such recordings
mhm.
were there, but I think it would be a really trouble at this short time to go through that. Don't worry
Mhm.
at this point. Uh,
Okay.
so documents would be helping you out. I can share you one document so that it would be going to help you. So from everything, all in one place. So you can speak to HKR team.
Yeah. Why? Because right
Anusha
now,
will be able to like clarify your doubt on this. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, Ashwant.
Do you have any more time slots?
Like what?
ఇంకేమైనా టైం స్లాట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి? అంటే లైక్ మీరు 11:30 అని చెప్తే నాకు ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇక్కడ 1:30 అవుతదండి. నా టైమ్
Midnight.
జోన్‌కి. మిడ్‌నైట్ 1:30 అవుతుంది.
What if you are going for part time on
అంటే
my morning?
ఆహ్, ఈ ప్రాబబ్లీ నేను వీకెండ్సే వెళ్తాను. సో,
ఓకే.
మీరొక 2, 3 టైమింగ్స్ ఇచ్చారంటే అది కొంచెం బెటర్ ఉంటుందేమో. అంటే పిక్ జేయడానికి అట్‌లీస్ట్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ సమ్‌టైమ్స్ ఇప్పుడు
హ్మ్.
నాకు వర్క్ ఉండొచ్చు. సమ్‌టైమ్ ఆపోజిట్ పర్సన్‌కి వర్క్
6,
ఉండొచ్చు.
6
సో,
PM
దాని
IST,
గురించి
like 6 PM IST. హ్మ్. 6 PM IST.
సరే ఫోన్ చేస్తాను.
యాహ్! అంటే మీరు
Uh,
మీరొక 2, 3 టైమింగ్స్ పెట్టండి. నేనొకసారి చూసి ఆ టైంకి నేను చెప్తాను.
షూర్. షూర్.
గెట్ బ్యాక్.
ఐల్ డిస్కస్ విత్ అనుష. ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఇప్పుడు బ్యాచెస్ ఎట్లా ఉన్నాయంటే 6 PM వి హావ్ రీసెంట్లీ
హ్మ్.
స్టార్టెడ్ అండ్ there are some batches who are already like at the 40 or 50%. I can't include you over there. So
ఓకే.
that's why. So initially we'll do like this, Ashwant, and depend on flexibility, we will start. Okay. If you are okay, we can start by a bit early. 10 a.m.
ఓకే.
10 a.m. How it sounds?
హ్మ్. యాహ్! దట్స్ ఓకే. అంటే ఒక 2, 3 టైమింగ్స్ ఇవ్వండి. అంటే నేనొకసారి చూసి గెట్ బ్యాక్ అవుతాను. అండ్ ఐ హావ్ వన్
Sure,
మోర్
sure.
డౌట్. ఒకవేళ
Mhm.
టైమింగ్స్ ఇఫ్ సపోజ్ ఒకవేళ ఒక క్లాస్ అటెండ్ కాలేదు అంటే గనుక మళ్ళీ రీవైండ్ ఉంటుందా?
Every sessions are recorded. సో ఆల్ ద డైలీ రికార్డెడ్ అండ్ మోర్ ఓవర్ నేను ఏం చేస్తా అంటే రీక్యాప్ ఇస్తాను 15 మినిట్స్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ మిస్డ్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్. See, we have to go through flexibility, right? Like the concept wise, మీరు రెగ్యులర్ గా అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఇంకా ప్రాక్టీసెస్ చేస్తే
అక్కడ 3 ఉంది. ఈ
అనుష
3:30
ఐ థింక్
ఉంది. ఏది కరెక్టో తెలీదు.
అనుష ఐ థింక్ యు ఆర్ అన్
ఏది నీదే?
ఓకే. ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ యాక్సెస్. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
So that's what Ashwant, like if you get on the track, you can ask me any questions. Okay, like don't hold on to anything, any silly
ఓకే.
questions, because you are new to the system. So act like new. So completely uh, ఎలా ఉండాలంటే like you should be engaging
నేను
whatever the terms that you don't know, whatever the jargons or anything in corporate cycle. The workday is an just a tool. Don't focus only on workday. If you get into this market, there are people who have more than years of experience into different domains as well. People are from SAP, PeopleSoft, success factors are migrating to workday, so they might be talking in HCM languages. So ask anything that you whatever you find it, and use the AI resources as well. Okay, so sometimes you have to go through them. So for this, terminologies are more important. The way you
ఓకే.
convey what you know, so then only they will be going to get convinced, right?
ఓకే.
సార్
యాహ్!
ఇప్పుడు
Mm.
30 అవర్స్ సెషన్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత 8 ఇయర్స్ అంత రెడీ అవ్వచ్చా? అంటే లైక్ అది చేయొచ్చా అంత
కొంచెం ఈ
నాలెడ్జ్?
షార్ట్ షార్ట్ టైం కదా అఖిల్. ఇంత షార్ట్ టైమ్ లో మనం లైక్ వి
నో
హ్యావ్
అది
టు.
నేను యాహ్! ఐ డు బిలీవ్ 8 ఇయర్స్‌ది రాకపోయినా అట్‌లీస్ట్ ఇంటర్మీడియేట్ లెవెల్ వరకు వస్తే అట్‌లీస్ట్ ఆపోజిట్ పర్సన్
అండ్
ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నాడో
ఆబ్వియస్లీ
అర్థమయ్యే
వీ
వరకు ఉంటే
హ్యావ్
చాలు.
వీ హ్యావ్ సెర్టైన్ రిసోర్సెస్ యాజ్ వెల్. లైక్ ఇఫ్ నాట్ మీ, మీకు ఒకవేళ ఇంటర్వ్యూ అన్ని సెలెక్షన్స్ అయిపోతే దెన్ యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ సపోర్ట్ డిస్కషన్స్ యాజ్ వెల్ విత్ టీమ్. ఓకే,
ఓకే.
సో not any problem on that. Plan in such a way, like you stick at least 3 months from the beginning to at that time. Even when you get in an opportunity in between, I can't say like ఈ month లో కూడా మీకు రావచ్చు. So once you get it in the second week or something like that, if you get a call based on that, you have to go through this. However, you have to be in the part of this, right? So then you have to go through this sessions and everything, so that at least you
ఆహ్,
will be on a place, yeah, like you said, intermediate level, and then most probably you will be leveraging learning curves అనేవి internal గానే మీరు క్లియర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. And workday is a tool. If you get chance in implementation partner company, they will only train you completely. So for every certification they will be training you. So
ఓకే.
we can't say
సో
everything like a period of time this happened and that happens. We have a timeline, we have to follow that. In between we may get a chance. So that's what.
సార్ ఇంకోటి ఇది
ఓకే.
సర్టిఫికేషన్స్ దీంట్లో ఉంటాయా? అంటే లైక్ ఒకవేళ ఉంటే మనం
సర్టిఫికేషన్స్
మ్యాండేటరీగా
2
చేయాలా?
కేటగరీస్ ఉంటాయి. ఎట్లా అంటే డెవలప్‌మెంట్ అన్నాను గదా! సో,
ఆ!
ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ పార్ట్నర్స్‌కి మాత్రమే వర్క్‌డే సర్టిఫికేషన్ ఇస్తది. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళకి ప్రొడక్షన్‌లో ఇంప్లిమెంటర్ యాక్సెస్ అనేది ఒకటుంటది. అది
ఓకే.
కాదు. ఇప్పుడు ఎట్ దిస్ పాయింట్ వి ఆర్ ఆల్ నాన్ సర్టిఫైడ్. సో, వి వుడ్ బి
హ్మ్.
పార్టిసిపేటింగ్ ఇన్ సో, దట్స్ వై రిక్రూటర్స్ ఈవెన్ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు పుల్ యూ ఇన్ నాన్ సర్టిఫికేషన్ కేటగరీ. ఎట్లా ఉంటదంటే వన్స్ యూ గెట్ ఇంటు ద జాబ్ యూ విల్ గెట్ కమ్యూనిటీ యాక్సెస్. ఇన్ కమ్యూనిటీ దే విల్ గివ్ ఎల్ఎంఎస్ యాక్సెస్, లెర్నింగ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. అందులో మిమ్మల్ని ఎన్రోల్ చేపిస్తారు సర్టిఫికేషన్‌కి. ఓన్లీ దే హ్యావ్ దిస్. బట్ నాన్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ పార్ట్నర్స్ అండ్ ఇన్ ద ఔట్‌సైడ్ మార్కెట్ ఆహ్,
హ్మ్.
ఇప్పుడు యూఎస్‌లో లైక్ పీపుల్ ఫ్లో అని వాళ్ళు ఇస్తున్నారు ప్రైవేట్‌గా. బట్
ఓకే.
అదర్ దాన్ దెమ్ యూ వోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ సర్టిఫికేషన్స్ ఔట్‌సైడ్. Okay,
ఓకే.
but
సో
that is not mandatory at all. That is not mandatory. Even if they are 10 plus years experience, they are non-certified. They will be going for certain positions and later
హ్మ్.
ఈ ఎకోసిస్టమ్‌కి వచ్చినాక, ఈ
హ్మ్.
సిస్టమ్‌లో వచ్చినాక వాళ్ళు దెన్ దే విల్ ట్రై ఫర్ సర్టిఫికేషన్.
ఓకే. సో
ఓకే.
సార్ జనరల్లీ ఇప్పుడు ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్, ప్రొడక్షన్ సపోర్ట్ ఈ రెండిట్లో అంటే మనకి ఎటు సైడు ఆహ్, లైక్
ఇప్పుడు
కెరియర్
చెప్పలేం. ఇప్పుడు మనకి
స్మూత్‌గా ఉంటుంది అని. అంటే
బోత్
లైక్
బోత్ విల్ బి
రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఎక్కువ. హ్మ్.
రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ అంటే మనకెప్పుడు సపోర్ట్ ప్రాజెక్ట్‌లో ఎక్కువ ఉంటది. ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్‌లో కంటే.
ఆహా!
ఎందుకంటే క్లయింట్ ఎంగేజ్‌మెంట్ ఉంటుందక్కడ. క్లయింట్ విల్ బి ఫాలోయింగ్ అప్ రిగార్డింగ్ ద రిక్వెస్ట్. వాళ్ళొక
ఓకే.
రిక్వెస్ట్ రైజ్ చేశారంటే ఒక టైమ్ ఇస్తారు. ఒక ఎస్ఎల్ఏ అనేది ఉంటది. సర్వీస్ లెవెల్ అగ్రీమెంట్. అది 5
యాహ్!
డేస్ అవ్వచ్చు, 1 వీక్ అవ్వచ్చు. ప్రయారిటీ బేస్డ్. అందులో మళ్ళీ లో
ఓకే.
ప్రయారిటీ ఉంటుంది. మీడియం ప్రయారిటీ, హై ప్రయారిటీ టికెట్స్ ఇట్లా అంటారు గదా! జనరల్లీ యూ మే
హుహు.
హావ్ హర్డ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ఇన్ అదర్ టూల్స్ యాస్ వెల్. ఆహ్,
ఓకే.
సో they will follow up you. And in
హ్మ్.
implementation they go by sprint, like 15
హ్మ్.
days sprint, 20 days sprint ఇలా ఉంటుంది. బట్
ఓకే.
హవెవర్
హ్మ్.
ఏఎంఎస్‌లో మీరు ఎక్కువ నేర్చుకుంటారు. బికాస్ యూ విల్ బి ఆల్వేస్ ఎంగేజ్డ్ ఓవర్ దేర్. యూ వోంట్ డూ ట్రెడిషనల్ టాస్క్. యూ విల్ డూ
హ్మ్.
డిఫరెంట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఓవర్ దేర్. Today you might
ఓకే.
have this request. So you will be learning one business case. Tomorrow they will ask a new enhancement, the new request. సో మీరేం
హ్మ్.
చేస్తారంటే యూ విల్ బి డూయింగ్ ఎ రీసెర్చ్ లైక్ ఆహ్, టీమ్ కొలాబరేషన్స్ ఉంటుంది ఏఎంఎస్‌లో ఎక్కువ. సో దట్ దే విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ యూ ఆల్ ద థింగ్స్ వాట్ యూ రిక్వైర్డ్. జస్ట్ ఎ మొమెంట్. ఓకే.
యాహ్! హలో.
యాహ్!
సో ఇది జస్ట్ డౌట్ ఏంటంటే ఆహ్, నా బ్యాక్‌గ్రౌండ్ వచ్చి ఈసీఈ రిలేటెడ్.
హుహు.
ఇక్కడికొచ్చాక ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సిస్టమ్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. బట్ నేను ప్రైమరీ ప్రొఫైల్ ఈసీఈ రిలేటెడే చేస్తున్నాను. బట్ నేను సెకండరీ
ఓకే.
ప్రొఫైల్ వర్క్‌డే మీద చేద్దామని అనుకున్నాను. బట్ ఐ హావ్ ఎ డౌట్. నేను వర్క్‌డే మీద నేను చూసేటప్పుడు వర్క్‌డే ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ అండ్ రిపోర్టింగ్ ఈ సెగ్మెంట్ అనేది చాలా కాంపిటీషన్ లెవెల్ చాలా లో ఉంది.
హ్మ్.
ఎందుకలా అంటే మీరు చెప్పినట్టు చూస్తే గనుక నేను యాక్చువల్లీ ఎక్కువ టైం పడతదేమో అనుకున్నా. నేను
హ్మ్.
స్కిల్ డెవలప్ చేసుకోవడానికి. బట్ ఒక 30 డేస్ ఒక బేసిక్, ఒక ఇంటర్మీడియేట్ ఆర్ ఫౌండేషన్ లెవెల్‌కి సెట్ అవుతుంది
ఎవ్రీ
అంటే
ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక ఎక్స్‌పర్ట్‌ని అడిగితే లైక్ సో దోస్ హూ ఆర్ డీలింగ్ దిస్ దెన్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఎన్ ఐడియా రైట్? లైక్ సో there is an approach for everything. There is a plan, there is a content. We have to understand from root level so that easily you will be achieving it. So just like that, if you go and see other examples, అక్కడ మన కన్‌ఫ్యూజన్ లాంటివి ఇవి ఉంటాయి గదా! సో అవన్నీ ఉండకుండా చేద్దాం. మీకు వన్స్ టెనెంట్ యాక్సెస్ ఇస్తే నేను బిజినెస్ కేసెస్ ఇవ్వడం స్టార్ట్ జేస్తాను. సో దెన్ యూ విల్ బి ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ ఓవర్ దేర్. అది గూడా నేనే ప్రొవైడ్ జేస్తాను. సో డోంట్ వరీ. నేను యూజ్ చేసే టెనెంటే మీకిస్తాను. సో అందులో నుంచే మీరు మనం సెషన్స్‌లో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసింది మీరు రిఫరెన్స్‌గా తీసుకోవచ్చవి.
ఓకే.
ఔట్‌సైడ్
నో,
ఇప్పుడు
నో.
హ్మ్.
ఆహ్, ఇది జస్ట్ నార్మల్ కన్వర్జేషన్. అంటే
గాట్
వై
ఇట్. గాట్ ఇట్.
అదే వై ఎందుకు వర్క్‌డే అది నేను చూసినప్పుడు కూడా ఆహ్, చాలా అంటే కాంపిటీషన్ లెవెల్ లో ఉంది. బట్ మార్కెట్ వాల్యూ డిమాండ్ పరంగా చాలా హై ఉంది. అండ్
కాంపిటీషన్ లో అంటే లైక్ వెన్
అండ్
వి
మార్కెట్ వాల్యూ
ఇది
చాలా ఉంది దీనికి.
హ్మ్. చెప్తాను మీకు రూట్స్ ఇది ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూపిస్తాను ఫైనల్లీ బిఫోర్ వి క్లోజ్ అప్. ఆహ్ See, if you get into Workday customer list, they are adding every day. They are adding partners every day to any types of industry, and this is a dynamic tool. ఎందుకంటే వీళ్ళు కమ్యూనికేషన్‌లో, ఎడ్యుకేషన్, యూనివర్సిటీ టూల్ అంటారు. డిఫరెంట్ కార్పొరేట్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్, పబ్లిక్ సెక్టార్స్. ఇది ఓన్లీ యూఎస్ మాటికే. బట్ చూస్తే చాలా బిజినెసెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకంటే దీస్ ఆర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ హెచ్‌సిఎం సర్వీసెస్ కంప్లీట్‌లీ హెడ్ కౌంట్. ఫ్రమ్ ఎన్ ఎంప్లాయీ గెట్టింగ్ హైర్ టు ఎంప్లాయీ గెట్టింగ్ టర్మినేషన్. అన్ని ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ దీస్ గైస్ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ కేర్. సో దట్స్ వై industries are adopting it. And if you go to the partners, you will see how they will be going to have innovation partner, advisory partner, managed services, services partner ఇలా ఉంటారు. సో వీళ్ళేంటి అంటే లైక్ దీస్ కంపెనీస్ దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ యూ సర్టిఫికేషన్స్. ఎందుకు దీస్ కంపెనీస్ ఓన్లీ అంటే వర్క్ డే ఇస్ అలౌయింగ్ ఓన్లీ దెమ్ టు గో విత్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్. వీళ్ళకి ఒక సెట్ అయిన అగ్రిమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ దే విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ యూ. ఓకే. సో ఇందులో పర్టికులర్లీ యూఎస్లోనే even you can try. So if someone is marketing your profile, they might be applying or not applying, but in the LinkedIn or somewhere you can get engaged with the network of these guys. Like get into the network, ask the references, something like that. So see, if you can see, these are very recently they have got partnered with. You can apply the filter criteria and everything. ఇదంతా పాస్ట్ 3 months నుంచి యాక్టివ్‌గా అయితుంది ఇవన్నీ. Sooner it will be going to be in demand. SAP is a trended one past 10 years back. అది చాలా డిమాండ్‌లో ఉండే. సో ఈవెన్ ఇన్ అవర్ లోకల్ అమీర్పేట్ ఎవ్రీవన్ యూజ్డ్ టు సే SAP. బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డౌన్ నౌ. సో దేర్ ఇస్ ఎ రీప్లేస్మెంట్. సక్సెస్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్, వర్క్ డే, ఎంఎస్ డైనమిక్స్ ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. అందులో వర్క్ డే ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ గుడ్ ప్లాట్‌ఫార్మ్ టు గెట్ ఇంటు ద సిస్టమ్. మనకి ఇక్కడ కోడింగ్ గాని అవి అలా ఎక్కువ ఉండవు. బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్‌స్టాండ్ ద ఫంక్షనాలిటీ, ద లాజిక్స్, ద కండిషన్స్ అలాగా మనం చూసుకుంటాం. అవి నేను మీకు హెల్ప్
ఇంకో
చేస్తాను. క్రియేటింగ్ కండిషన్
యాహ్!
రూల్స్ అవన్నీ.
ఇంకోటేంటంటే ఇప్పుడు లైక్ ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ వరకి దీంట్లో ఎక్స్‌పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు సార్ మనం? అంటే లైక్
ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరన్నారుగా 10 ఇయర్స్ ముందు ఎస్ఏపీ ఉంది అని.
అంటే
ఇప్పుడు
మార్కెట్‌లో
ఇవాళ
ఎస్‌ఏపీ ఉండే. వీళ్ళు 2005కి బయటికొచ్చి వీళ్ళు యాక్చువల్లీ పీపుల్ సాఫ్ట్
హ్మ్.
అనేది ఒక కంపెనీ. అది కూడా లైక్ ఇన్కార్పొరేటెడ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ హూ హావ్ హెచ్‌సిఎం సర్వీసెస్. వీళ్ళు కూడా కాంపిటీటరే. వన్స్ పీపుల్
ఓకే.
సాఫ్ట్ హాస్ ఇంటిగ్రేటెడ్ విత్ ఒరాకిల్.
హ్మ్.
అప్పుడు ఏం చేసిర్రంటే కొంతమంది ఎంప్లాయీస్ బయటకొచ్చేసి దే హావ్ క్రియేటెడ్ వర్క్ డే టూల్.
ఓకే.
సో ఒరాకిల్ అనేది
హ్మ్.
ఆ డిజైన్ అది ఇంకా అది కొంచెం జావా బేస్డ్ అది. సో నాట్ ఎవ్రీ
ఆ!
క్లయింట్ ఈవెన్ దే హావ్ అండర్‌స్టాండ్ దిస్. సో
ఓకే. హ్మ్.
హెచ్‌సిఎం అండ్ ఫైనాన్స్‌కి ఏం చేసిర్రంటే వర్క్ డే వాళ్ళు క్రియేట్ చేసిర్రు ఈ టూల్‌ని. వర్క్ డే
హ్మ్.
ఆహ్,
యెస్ సార్.
ఇది అప్పుడు ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ అయింది. సో అయినంక సో వీళ్ళేం చేసిర్రంటే దే హావ్ స్టార్టెడ్ కొలాబరేటింగ్ విత్ థర్డ్ పార్టీ కంపెనీస్. సో
హ్మ్.
వన్స్ దే హావ్ కొలాబరేటెడ్, సో ఎవ్రీవన్ ఈస్ జంపింగ్ టు దిస్ సైడ్. బికాజ్ ఒకటే ఎప్పుడైనా మనకి క్లయింట్ డిమాండ్ ఉంది అంటే ఆ టూల్ హిట్ అయిపోద్ది. సో అది హిట్ అయిందంటే అక్కడ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఉంటాయి. సో యూఎస్ ఏంటంటే పర్టిక్యులర్లీ ఇట్స్ ఎ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మార్కెట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ ఎక్స్పాండింగ్ మార్కెట్. హౌఎవర్ హౌ మెనీ కాంప్లికేషన్స్ దే హ్యావ్, హౌ మెనీ సిట్యుయేషన్స్ దే హ్యావ్, దే వాంట్ టెక్నికల్ సర్వీసెస్. సో దే
హ్మ్.
ఆల్వేస్ రిలై ఆన్ ఎ టూల్ విచ్ దే ప్రొవైడ్ సర్వీసెస్ ఇన్ టైమ్. సో టైమ్ కన్‌స్ట్రెయింట్స్ పరంగా వర్క్ డే చాలా పర్ఫెక్ట్‌గా వర్క్ చేస్తుంది. సో there are something like this, and it is they also have mobile applications. So some things they are very like eager to use the services. అందుకే చిన్న చిన్న కంపెనీస్ కూడా దే ఆర్ గెట్టింగ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్డ్.
సో ఇది ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఆహ్, ఇప్పుడు అంటున్నారు కదా సార్ అన్ని ఏఐ విల్ టేక్ అప్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అని. సో
యా ఇట్
డస్
విల్
ఇట్
బి
గోనా
టేకింగ్,
ఎఫెక్ట్ దిస్?
ఇట్ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ అప్. బట్ వర్క్ డే లో ఏంటంటే లైక్ ఇఫ్ యూ గెట్ ఇన్ టు కమ్యూనిటీ, వెర్ ఇస్ ఇట్, వీళ్ళు గూడా వర్క్‌డే ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. బట్ దట్ ఈస్ ఎ బెనిఫిట్ ఫర్ అస్. వెన్ వి సే బెనిఫిట్, సో ఇట్ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు లైక్ వి హ్యావ్ బ్రెయిన్ స్టార్మింగ్ యాక్టివిటీస్. అంటే బ్రెయిన్ స్టార్మింగ్ అంటే మీకొక డౌట్ వచ్చింది. లైక్ పేరోల్ మీరు నేర్చుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నారు. లైక్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఎంటర్, ఇట్ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ ఇట్ యాస్ ఎ చాట్ జీపీటీ. బట్ ఇట్స్ స్టిల్ ఇన్ బెటా వెర్షన్. ఇట్ వోంట్ బి టేకింగ్ ఓవర్ ద సిస్టమ్. అండ్ ఎనీ అప్లికేషన్ టు క్రియేట్ ఎన్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ మనకి ఏఐ కావాలి. But to run the application, we need the prompt. So the prompts, we are the prompting here. So client is asking to create a recruitment functionality, business process. However, they give the instructions, system can't create. We manually we do. మళ్ళీ ఇందులో directly we can't move the changes to production. So here there are certain activities. సో ఇది రావడం వల్ల మనకి ఇంకా అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంది.
గాట్ యూ. యా, వర్క్ రిలేటెడ్ కాకుండా బేసిక్ గా దీంట్లో చాలా కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ కావాలి.
Obviously. So
అండ్
మనకి
దిస్ ఇస్ మై
జనరల్ ఇండస్ట్రీ. సో దట్స్ వై వెన్ వి ఇనిషియేటెడ్ డిస్కషన్, ఈవెన్ అనుష ఆస్క్డ్ like what is your experience, what is your domain. So if you have industry experience, then you might relate more, but at this point you need to learn those things as well, right? So అందుకని
యా లైక్ స్క్రాచ్ నుంచి
దిస్
స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే
దిస్
బెటర్ సార్ మాకు.
యా ఆబ్వియస్లీ.
ఇప్పుడు లైక్ డే టు డే యాక్టివిటీస్ కానీ లైక్ ఓవర్ వ్యూ ఎలా
మెయిన్లీ
ఉంటుంది ఏంటి అనేది.
మెయిన్లీ బేసిక్ గా ఫెమిలియర్ విత్ టర్మ్స్ అండ్ ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ అది
యా
కాన్ఫిడెంట్ చేస్తుంది అనుకుంటున్నా.
వన్స్
అండ్
షేర్ యువర్ రెజ్యూమే. సో ఎలా మార్కెట్ చేస్తున్నారో అది చూద్దాము. అప్డేట్ చేసింది. సో నేను అది గో త్రూ అవుతాను. So if it is good, okay, or else I'll give some reference documents so that you can do it very well.
ఓకే, సో మేము రెజ్యూమ్ పంపించాక మీరు కోర్స్ కరికులం పంపిస్తారా?
Course content, team will be going to share
కోర్స్
it
కంటెంట్.
with you.
ఓకే, ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ లాస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫర్ యూ. బేసిక్ గా ఇఫ్ సంథింగ్ కోడింగ్ ఆర్ ఏదైనా థియరీది అయితే మనం మగప్ చేస్తాం.
Hmm.
బట్ వర్క్ డేకి వచ్చేసరికి మీరేం టిప్ చెప్తారు? అంటే రిమెంబరెన్స్ కి బేసిక్గా ఇది అప్లికేషన్ ఓరియంటెడ్ కాబట్టి యాక్చువల్లీ
లాజిక్స్ ఉంటాయి ఇక్కడ. ఇఫ్ అండ్ ఎల్స్ కండిషన్స్ అండ్ ఆర్ బూలియన్ కండిషన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ట్రూ ఆర్ ఫాల్స్ స్టేట్మెంట్ అంటే దెర్ ఆర్ ఇన్స్టెన్సెస్, సింగిల్ ఇన్స్టెన్స్, మల్టీ ఇన్స్టెన్స్. అంటే
మనం
దెర్ ఆర్
ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఇస్తాం
100
అయితే.
లిస్ట్. దెర్ ఆర్ 100 లిస్ట్. సో 100 లిస్ట్ లో వాట్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఇంక్లూడ్, వాట్ యూ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు ఇంక్లూడ్, హౌ యూ పుల్ ద డేటా అనేది కావాలి, అండ్ హౌ యూ విల్ బి గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్. సో దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ సిస్టమ్ కండిషన్స్ ఆర్ డిపెండ్ ఆన్. Here we have 1,000 objects over here. Among the 1,000 objects, what are required for process at an event? ఆ ఈవెంట్ ట్రిగ్గర్ అవ్వడానికి ఏం లాజిక్ యూస్ చేస్తాం? సో దట్స్ వాట్ యూ నీడ్ టు డూ. సో లాజికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్. Okay. And every day we won't be depending upon the same case. There are the cases, but usually we have to go through multiple లాజిక్స్ అండ్ కేసెస్ ఓవర్ దేర్. అందుకే ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ లో మనకి ఛాలెంజెస్ వచ్చేవి చాలా వరకు. దే విల్ సీ లైక్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ స్ట్రైట్ ఫార్వర్డ్, బట్ వెన్ దే సిట్ ఆన్ ద అప్లికేషన్ ద స్టోరీ చేంజెస్, రైట్? లైక్ so Akhil, so you go through the interview, so talk to the
Yes, sir.
recruiter. So you will get an idea. So that's a good thing, like you have started already.
యాక్చువల్లీ నేను చూస్తున్నా, బట్ ఆల్రెడీ వీళ్ళకి ఆల్రెడీ ఒక 1 month బ్యాక్ అప్రోచ్ అయిన ఉండే. లైక్ వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నారంటే బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తామని చెప్పిన ఉండే అనమాట.
Okay.
సో
Yeah, yeah.
నేను అట్లా డీలే అయింది. తర్వాత మొన్న అట్లీస్ట్
So
రికార్డెడ్
monthly,
సెషన్స్ అయినా తీసుకుందామని అనుకున్నాను.
అది మీరు అడగాల్సింది అప్పుడే.
యా సో అట్లా
సరే,
డిలే అయిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు
no
మార్కెట్
problem.
స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి జస్ట్ ఒక 3-4 days, లైక్ 1 week లోనే నాకు నియర్లీ 3 calls షెడ్యూల్ అయినాయి.
Yeah, that's
సో
what. So మరి ఒక ప్లాన్డ్ అప్రోచ్ తో వెళ్తే ఈ నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ కి యూ కెన్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ వుడ్ లైక్ టు pause your like marketing, you can do it a pause. Okay, so that if you are in a track, then you can start again by 15 days or
ఓకే.
something like that. ఎందుకు మళ్ళీ
ఇంకోటి
కూలింగ్ పీరియడ్ అండ్ లూజింగ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్.
ఇంకోటి సార్, మీ సైడ్ నుంచి కూడా లైక్ ఏమైనా రెఫరెన్సెస్ అలా ఏమైనా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చా మేము?
ఐల్ డూ దట్. లైక్ మీకు చెప్తాను ప్లాన్ ఆఫ్ యాక్షన్ ఎలా చేయాలి, లింక్డ్ఇన్ లో ఎలా పెట్టుకోవాలి. సో అలా నేను అప్రోచ్ చేస్తాను. మీకు ఇంకా
Okay.
మిగతా డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నీ అనుష గారు చెప్తారు డీటెయిల్‌గా. లైక్ ఏంటి,
Okay.
ఏముంటుంది అనేది. ఆల్రైట్.
Hmm.
ఐ విల్ బి టాపింగ్ ఆఫ్. ఆల్రైట్ టీమ్. థాంక్ యూ.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, Krishna.
థాంక్ యూ.